Hi, in this video I'll show you how to create a stem and leaf chart. As you can see in Wikipedia, they also call it a stem and leaf display, or it's also called a stem plot, right? And it's basically a way to represent quantitative data. We're looking at data that is in numbers and looking at it in a graphical format. We're not really creating a chart, but in a way using the numbers to formulate or kind of represent a chart. So what does that mean? Let's say a real world example here is this bus schedule in Japan. So in the structure of a stem and leaf chart, the stem is basically one number. So in this essence, it's the times from 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. midnight, which is 23 or 0. And the leaf are the numbers that are after that, maybe in the tens place or the hundreds place. In this example, we have our hours. This is 5 o'clock, and it's 5:10, 5:17, 5:29, and visually you can see that the this is kind of like a sideways column chart or a sideways histogram, and it kind of shows you that the visually kind of shows you that the more busiest hour is probably the 7 o'clock hour and maybe this 4 o'clock hour, right? And it shows you here. This also kind of gives you a nice little representation if you kind of put this if you kind of flip this over to its side and make it horizontal instead of this vertical, or make it vertical instead of horizontal, and you kind of flip it over to the left a little bit, you notice that it'll be a nice little column chart, but in essence it's a bar chart here. So this is a stem and leaf display. We can create this type of chart in Excel. This is basically a static chart, and one thing we need to do in this particular instance is make sure that these are sorted in ascending. So if I click that, I think these are already sorted in ascending. If I click that and do it in ascending, we have our ascending numbers. And what I need to do is I need to kind of manually take my values here and copy and paste them onto different columns. So I have these values in the 20s, Control C to copy. Let's put it over here, Control V to paste. My 30s are here, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. My 40s are here, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. My 50s are here, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Let's do my 60s, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. And we'll do that with the 70s, copy and paste, and also my 80s, right? My three values for the 80s, and then Control V to paste. Now, just to double check and make sure I copied everything correctly, if I select these values, I have a count of 20 here. You notice that to get this particular data here, I just need to right click and make sure I have my selection, I have my count selection there, right? And that will customize the status bar. And if I select everything here, it should count 22, right? So that's perfect. What I need to do now is I need to take this particular set of data and transpose it. So if I select everything here, Control C to copy, and then go over to a cell here, let's make it up top here, I'll click on paste and click on the transpose. So here we have the beginnings of our stem. So I'm going to type stem here, and we have 2, 3. Let's just type 2 and 3 and select that and click the fill handle and drag it down. It's going to give us the linear, it'll give us the progression one by one of the numbers here, right? So in this particular instance, what I can do now, so here to create the leaf, let me just type in leaf here. I'm going to create a formula. I'm going to an if formula, if tab, and I'm going to say if this particular value minus this value, and I want to put the dollar sign in front of the K, because when I copy it down, I want to make sure that I'll always stay in column K. If that times 20 times 10, right? Basically 20 minus 20. Here 2 times 10 is 20. If that value is greater than or equal to 0, then I want to execute this formula, right? Let's select that, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Otherwise, if that's not greater than equal to 0, basically it's blank, then just put a blank, right? And then press enter. So it shows up that that's 0. It picked it up because there's a 20 there. If I take the fill handle here and move it over to column Q, you'll now notice that it's copied over that last digit, right? So I'm going to take the fill handle here and drop it down here, and it's also copied the other ones correspondingly, right? So if I change that to nothing, let's say there is no 78, press enter. Now you notice that it hasn't picked up 70 there. It basically turned that into blank. Now, I don't want to keep these formulas. I want to make sure that I keep just the values. I'll select that, Control C to copy, and just paste it as values here. So I'll paste it as values there. And now here I can just do some formatting to make it look prettier, right? I'll select my columns here, double click it to fill it, right? So now it only fills that. Select my stem and leaf here, or select my stem and leaf over here. Draw the borders. Let me draw my bottom border, and then let me draw my right border here. Select that, draw my right border there, and now I have my stem and leaf. I can probably delete these values here. I can just delete all this now since I don't need it anymore. Right, so I just select these particular cells and just press delete. I don't need that anymore. Select these columns here, right click and press delete, and I have my stem and leaf values here. You can see that my 70 here showed up. It showed up, but I didn't have it kind of correspondingly show up here. So that's one of the disadvantages of creating this way. It's not really dynamic. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.